Hello, this is day 1 on 7/22/2020 that I'm doing a daily log of my multiplayer map for Call of Duty. I'm currently a college student and I'm developing a map as to hopes to one day do it for a living. No better way, I thought, than to go about showing off and giving my thought process of what I'm working on currently. This is a multiplayer map that's in an early stage of things, and I'm currently working to make a symmetrical map, and this right side over here is what I'm working on primarily. I've done some playtesting and I've come to some thoughts as to what I want to change, what I think is wrong, what I can do to improve the map. So first we're going to look at this center entrance point. If we look inside, this is going to be the primary combat points, and there's a large entrance that players will be able to go into if they push past their starting area and their choke points. So, first thing we can talk about is line of sight. Line of sight is huge in games, and I feel that this entrance point right here doesn't have the best of line of sight. The reason is that there's way too much line of sight for the player facing this way. If we look at this entrance, we can see some mannequins as to where some choke points are and entrance points of where players might be. As we can see, this is 3 entrance points of line of sight, which is way too much. You can see through this one, which you should be able to when entrancing. But the problem right here is that we're also able to see through this entrance point right here, as well as this entrance point for players, which is a lot of distance. You can even see back there where close to spawn is going to be for the other players, which is way too much line of sight and gives way too much advantage for players starting in this position. My current solution is to modify the door entranceway. So this door that's facing this way is going to hopefully face inwards to reduce line of sight. This might remove some line of sight that's for this player right here in this area. It's going to help overall in terms of line of sight, as that can always be replaced with something else for more barriers to line of sight. Yeah, we don't want players to be able to see through all these doorways, so we want an angle to be kind of like this when they enter, so they can see through this doorway, but they'll have to move in order to get to this doorway back here, which obviously will take a lot of effort in order to push through to do that. So let's take a look. So we're back here now with some of the changes that have been made. As we can see, line of sight has been changed quite a bit, much more improved over last time. If we try to look past here at this door, as we can see, there's only one entrance point. If we want to see the second one over here, we'll have to move over quite a bit in order to get to it. And as we can see, even if we use something like a big explosion with a lot of AoE, it still is not even enough to reach past that door. We've also added a crate here, that way that if players wanted to camp, they would have to kind of be in this corner area, which would be very vulnerable for them. So they'll still be able to see through both of these doors, but it'll be risky, as if players enter through this door right here, they'll be able to see them no problem and be able to take them out. So while this is one good fix to that line of sight issue earlier, maybe having a statue or some sort of vision blocker right here would also be nice. That way you can't see through this door all the way through this entire room. We just kind of want that, both of those doorway entrances right there to be for that. So big thing right here would be something that we could possibly add. But as of now, that's all the changes that have been made today.